Hi and welcome back to the channel. Yes, it's been a little while since I've been able to get a video together. We've had a fair bit going on. We've been running motorsport ourselves and we've had the last round of the State Rally Championship. Anyway, let's get on with our round 5 of our Khanacross series. Round 5 of the series was a twilight Khanacross, started in the late afternoon and went into the evening. Now for this one we had quite a small field in comparison to some that we've had this year. We had about 18 odd entries, and part of that was to do with the school holidays, with the West Australian border lockdowns. A lot of people were travelling internally within Western Australia, took the opportunity to go away on holidays, and that did affect our entries. Nonetheless, for those that came out and raced, we had a great day. Amongst our competitors we had juniors, we had two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive cars, and we also had some competitors that were returning that we hadn't seen for a while. So it was really good to have a very even mix. And this event, as promised, we debuted new roads, which formed 2 new tests. And one of those, the first, was actually more like a rally stage where there wasn't good visibility around the corners because the trees that we've planted have actually grown quite a bit. And that actually changed the whole face of the event. As the afternoon progressed, the speed started increasing and there were a few tussles up and down the leaderboard. And after 8 tests and a great day and night of racing, the top 10 were in. In 10th place was Corey Thomas in his shared WRX. Now, earlier on in the day, he'd found a tyre and got himself a 5-second penalty. However, it would have put him closer to 9th place, but he still would have been in 10th. 9th place went to Chris Beard in his Nissan Pulsar SS. The ever-fast and consistent Bob Percival brought his Hyundai XL home in 8th. We hadn't seen Neil Johnson for most of the year, so it was great to have him back, and he finished in 7th in his Hyundai Lantra. Rhett Ashby was sharing the Pulsar with Chris, and he brought it home in 6th place, also collecting a cone. Without it, he would have been in 5th. Tiana Chapman in her freshly resprayed WRX came home in 5th place. Dave Thomas was the quickest of the two-wheel drives in his Mazda 323, the lovable banana, and he came in 4th. Kelly Thomas in her green WRX, well, she had a great drive during the day, although on test 1 she copped a cone and a 5-second penalty. She set some fastest times on some of the other tests, however it wasn't enough to recover that 5 seconds and she finished 3rd. And then it was down to the final 2, and this really was a pretty epic battle. And it came down to 2 cars, 2 WRXs. We'll start with Mark Kelty, who was driving the WRX in the shed that we built in a previous series. He was actually leading right up until the very last test, and unfortunately on one little corner there, he almost overshot and had to swing back, and that dropped him just enough to put him into 2nd place. And that left Dale Hands out in 1st place. His first time in a 4-wheel drive car, his first event in a WRX. He really drove very well, and that car is a bit of a weapon. But well done, Dale. Unfortunately, Dale has already decided to move on from the WRX, and we probably won't see him in that car at all next year in Khanacross or Rally Sprints. So a great win and retiring while you're at the top of your game. And so that wraps up our 2020 Khanacross series. Now we've been pretty lucky. We're probably the only motorsport series in Australia and maybe even the world that hasn't had to postpone or cancel around. We've run all 5, which has been fantastic. I would like to say a great thanks to all of our officials that have helped during the year, particularly with everything else that's been going on. It's pretty crazy. Also to our own team and to all the competitors, and of course to you out in social media land who've watched and followed along. Thank you very much. We're looking forward to a new series next year, and let's hope that we don't have any more COVID stuff and we can get on and run business as usual. In the meantime, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll catch you again soon. Cheers.